And we're going to a tiebreaker. Closest to the correct number without going over wins. Here's the question. How many Big Brother winners am I going to feature in this top 10 most clutch competition wins video?
I need an answer now or you'll be disqualified. Which one is it? Tell me your answer.
12,500.
And I'm sorry, internet, 12,500 is not correct. The correct answer was 5. How did you know what? Never mind. Internet, my name is Peridiam, and let's talk about these players who clutched it out when they needed it most. Their neck was on the line, their blood was flowing, their heart was beating faster than ever, and they did it. They won the comp. Let's start with the 5 Big Brother winners by whom I was most impressed. Out of the gates, we have Lisa from Big Brother 3, who was sitting next to the strongest duo of the season, Danielle and Jason, and they were both ready to cut her for that 3rd place Fallen Angel finish. But Lisa won part 1 in a clutch endurance challenge in the water, and then beat out Jason in part 3 with the Q&A to clinch her spots in the final 2. This is an often talked about finale, and for a good reason. It was a massive shocker and upset given how the season had panned out. Lisa kinda came out of nowhere, and now she was ready to earn that crown.
I let her have it.
Bam. It's just like, it feels great to be victorious tonight. I feel like I really deserved it. I was able to make a strong deal, and it makes me feel really powerful and good.
Congratulations, Lisa. You are now the final and most powerful head of household.
And then we get to one of the more infamous part 3 final HOH tiebreakers for all the marbles, and it is when Jordan beat Kevin on Big Brother 11 to win the game. Because had Kevin won, there is a chance he takes Jordan to the final 2, but I wouldn't be surprised if he also beats Jordan then. But even before that, we saw Jordan win the first ever live part 2 HOH comp where she beat Natalie in a physical and trivia comp. Even more so than Lisa, I don't know where exactly this Jordan came from. She never really impressed anyone much with her comp prowess, but I would say she is one of the most clutch winners as she won both part 2 and part 3, taking down both Natalie and Kevin. And hey, in the wise words of one Fabio Birza, it wasn't too little too late, but instead right on time.
The correct answer is 51. Congratulations, Jordan. You're the final head of household.
Same could be said for Ian Terry, who won one of the most clutch veto comp wins in BB history at the final 6 double eviction, where Dan was so ready to lop his head off. Big Brother 14, the final 6, Ian didn't realize just how expendable he was to Dan's master plan and his endgame, and had he not won the veto here with his clutch maze navigation, it's very likely he's not the winner. Plus, I love how much Ian celebrates his win, and the crowd goes wild for him. Such a great clutch comp win.
And it looks like Ian is seconds away. Congratulations, Ian. You have won the power of veto.
And then drawing from the same archetype in BB17, we have Steve, who pulled off a combination of both Lisa and Jordan when he beat both Liz and Vanessa in the final 3 HOH, and then voted Vanessa out in what was kind of a blindside for Liz, amusingly enough. Vanessa did not love this move from him. Steve needed this win to stand a chance, and he got it. Personally, I was rooting for Vanessa pretty hard and was pretty devastated, but hey, you know, it happens. It's what happens when part 3 of the final HOH is a crapshoot. But I like Steve a lot too.
Which makes the correct answer A, and congratulations, Steve. You are the final head of household.
Last, but definitely not least, for the 5 clutch winners in this video, I have Taylor Hale from Big Brother 24, when she won the final 3 HOH and she didn't win the final 3 HOH. How did she get taken to the... You know what? Never mind. Her clutch comp win was when she won the final 4 HOH, barely beating out Brittany. Had Britt won this comp instead of Taylor, almost certainly she gets evicted with Monty winning the veto, but again, hey, coming up clutch is just part of the job. As we've seen, at least 5 winners have done it, and it's not a skill to be underestimated. You step up to the plate, you better not miss.
The correct answer is 1,404 seconds, which means congratulations, Taylor. You are the new head of household.
But I didn't want this video to just be a bunch of winners who won when they needed to, so let's talk about some non-winners too. It's not just about the ultimate result of the season, right? Right? I mean, who doesn't want to acknowledge when Kaser was stabbed in the back by Jennifer in Big Brother 6 at the final 10, and the Saw of 6 Alliance were fuming, and so was America. And then Janelle completely clutched out the next HOH and lunged for that HOH key like her life depended on it. Or at least that's how I remember it. Jen did not want to give that key up. Revenge is a dish best served petty in a double eviction when it comes to Big Brother anyway, and that's what Janelle was after. She won the comp exactly when she needed to and evicted Jen right after that woman broke her word.
The correct number is 286 lights. Janelle, congratulations. For the first time, you are the head of household. Jennifer, please hand over the key to the HOH bedroom.
But wait, hold up a minute. I put the cart before the horse. You know what another clutch comp win was? When Jen won the HOH pressure cooker at the final 10 of Big Brother 6 to send Kaser packing. She held her finger on that button until the sun came up and then cut a deal with Kaser to have him throw the comp to her, which she readily accepted, and then she went back on the deal a few days later and sent him out the door. With this comp win under her belt, she pretty much guaranteed if a member of her alliance reached the final 2, regardless of who they were sitting next to, they were winning. Assuming they didn't break their pact. Because with Jen's clutch comp win here in the pressure cooker, 5 members of the Friendship Alliance were in the final 9 now, thanks to Jen's win here, and that meant 4 could fill up the jury, creating the majority. Of course, as we just saw, it wasn't going to be Jen winning sitting in the final 2 seats because Janelle clutched the next HOH to send her packing, but you know what? Winners are often crowned while standing on the shoulders of giants.
So Jen, you have your word?
And we're backdooring James. So we're all after James.
You swear on your life?
Swear on my life.
Hey, Jenny.
Talking about fantastic celebrations, I gotta give it up next to James from Big Brother 9, who was on a veto winning streak at the final 9, 8, and 7, where he won 3 in a row, and they were all pretty clutch, but I'm gonna say his final 7 win was the best. This comp was the stay and fold comp we've seen several times before. Players have to guess how many items are before them. The closest gets a point, the furthest is eliminated, but you can also play it safe if you don't feel confident with your answer. The other players are all against James, but don't work well together despite the comp being pretty easy to game. James consistently folds, letting the other players take themselves out until only 3 are left, and then he makes a beeline for the win by getting both Sheila and Ryan to second guess themselves and fear being eliminated like their allies before them. James goes from being behind with no points to winning 3 straight in a row, just like his veto wins, and takes the veto when he was a dead man walking otherwise.
Well, we have a battle here. James and Ryan both are confident in their numbers. The popcorn tub contains a total of 49. Oh my God! James has the power of veto.
And she's back in the game, folks. Again, for the second time, we see Danny Donato win a pretty clutch HOH comp in Big Brother 13, right after Brendan returns to the game from being evicted. This is an HOH comp similar to the stay and fold one, except you can't stay or fold, you have to make your best guess, and the furthest away is out. Danny went into this comp with only 1 ally, Portia, and was against 6 other players. 4 of them returning players, and to say the odds were stacked against her would be underselling it. But never tell BB13 Danny the odds, because what we saw next was her best guess as Rachel, Brendan, Jordan, Jeff, Shelly, and Adam were all eliminated. Meanwhile, Danny and Portia survived to be the last 2 standing. How did that happen? Danny went on to clutch the last round, and voila, this is 1 comp for the history books. Seriously, how did the vets screw this one up so bad?
The total number of gold coins is 2,832.
Wow.
Congratulations, Danielle. You are the new head of household.
With one last clutch comp win to talk about. It's kind of funny, this one mirrors what we just saw with Danny and the vets, because I am ending this vid with Jessica's HOH win from Big Brother 21 at the final 11, when she watched as the fractured 6 Shooters Alliance crumble before her eyes as she was left standing to compete against just Nicole and Kat, 2 players on the outs for the HOH. Jess clutched the win and halted any chance at a reunion for this alliance, and then went on to nominate both Jack and Jackson right after. And while this HOH was so glorious, and day 44 will go down as one of the best days in BB history, it's gotta be mentioned how Jess also won the veto in the same week, And this was also incredibly clutch, as Christy held the diamond power of veto power, and had Tommy or Jack won the veto, this would have enabled them to choose the replacement instead of Jess, who was the HOH. But you know what? Screw the producer's twists. Jess won the veto too, halting any chance at them making it work. Which, in a weird twist of fate, meant Jackson wasn't actually guaranteed to be evicted here, which kind of eventually led to him winning the season. We're not gonna think about that right now.
The correct answer is true. That means Jessica is our new head of household.
Congratulations, Jessica! You have won the Golden Power of Veto!
And that's gonna be it. The top 10 most clutch comp wins in Big Brother. But you know what? With so many comps to consider in the history of this show, I wouldn't be shocked if in the future I sit down and we get a 2.0 version of this video at some point. Either way, let me know what other comps you think I should include and what you think about these ones. A big thanks to my patrons for clutching it out and not letting Christy use her dumb veto power against me. Much appreciated. Thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to just breathe. Take it steady. One foot in front of the other on your way out, and I will see you in the next one once I throw part 3 of the final HOH comp. Wait, what? Okay, ladies, now you're just trolling.
We asked Justin and G, how long in days did you and your ex date? Answers, please. Okay. Ju, Allison, you answered 0, and June, you answered.
I believe my ex and I dated for 1,700 days of hell.
All right. Obvious winner in this one is Allison. Congratulations. You are the final head of household.